Alright, so going into this, I wanted to make sure that I taught them T-side nuke smokes. And so what we did was we had a practice where we learned these 5 smokes, and we called these going from bottom left to top right. The lurk smoke, 1, 2, big garage, and instead of unbreakable, we would call it the incredible smoke. And that was just our way of keeping that smoke a little bit fun. So with those 5 smokes, you could see some variations being thrown here, a 3 smoke, 4 smoke, and 5 smoke variation. We basically let us mix and match the smokes that we wanted to use and be able to change the flow of direction that we wanted to go. So if we wanted to go down secret, we could just do the standard 3 smoke, whereas if we wanted to wrap into mini, we could do all 5 smokes or just the later 2. So those were all thrown from the T side. I wanted to give a little perspective of what that looks like from the CT side as well. So that's what this is. I taught the ramp player at the beginning to throw a Molotov to delay an incoming rush, and then to throw down a smoke afterwards to give it a little like 15-20 second buffer so that we can continue to work other parts of the map. Other than that, we really just covered some basic utility and reactions. So every round we would have the molly squeaky, we would have the flash hut to stop any rush, and we also taught people coming up secret this flash for over big garage that they can react to. If we noticed that the enemy was boxing us in outside, we could do this smoke molly combo and then go for lobby control. And I'm just going to show you the other 2 perspectives from players as well. So that was the top hut player, this is the back silo player, and then up next is going to be the ramp player coming in. And with that, you have an entire group of 3 people that should be coordinating to push lobby and fight all at once. And you'll see how that played out further down the line, but I just wanted to give a basic premise of our movement and rotational patterns as well. So you can see we have 4 players kind of trickling into A site here, expecting some kind of early rush, expecting some fast exec, and instead we get this jumping onto mini, jumping outside, trying to rep heaven play. And so what we do is we get the first pick and we get the second pick following up from 2 different people actually. And from here we have a 4v3 numbers advantage, and I've taught them philosophically just to fight down when you have numbers advantage. Just keep fighting when you have it, because you don't know when you're going to get it again. So we win that out. It's a 4v1 at this point because they separated themselves, and we just get the last guy pretty easily. It's a pretty nice cleanup. Beginning of the round, we throw a smoke flash combo here at ramp, and we wait for the rush. We figure they're going to be loud with it, they're going to announce themselves coming in. And so what we do is we set up a team coordination thing. I get the first pick here, and then we fall off about 10 seconds after they actually come out A site. So what happens is after stopping the initial push ramp and like any information for the T's on ramp, they're funneled into A site where we have the 4-person crossfire after I rotate off ramp. So here we have their first buy round. We throw a smoke outside to bring some pressure off that so that we can focus A site early. And I believe here we have a 4-person core on A site right now. So we get the double molly, 1 hot, 1 squeaky, and we use the MP9 saved from last round to boost our economy this round. We get a little aggressive with it, get the trade frags, and it's left into a 3v1 situation with this guy fighting for his life, struggling to pick up the bomb. At this point, we all work together to push a little closer, and from here, it's a time game. We kind of just wait, see what he's going to do. We have our crossfires, we are set in our game plan. We just need to see where he pieces in. He comes up ladder eventually, and from there we go to the next round. Now they throw outside smokes, and Chase gets to fucking work on this op. We don't let them cross, as you can see here. In about 3 seconds, we have 3 people fighting the cross at once. We have Martin from mini, me from heaven, and then Chase opping outside. So having all 3 fighting that at once really shuts them down. So as always, we throw the door Molotov, and we threw one hot this round as well, and so it actually gets us a kill this round, as you can see in the kill feed. 1 squeaks out of hut here, and a second tries to follow up, but me and my mini player piece them out really quickly, and then Dana following up in the background. So here we have one player drop down to secret really early on. So we Molotov ramp early on to stop the push so that he doesn't get caught going down. And by the time they're already fighting this, we have sound cues, we have util cues. And so what we do at the end here is I throw the smoke at the back, and this forces them to swing at the close wall. They can't get depth to their fighting at all. So they all have to fight from the same angle. So unfortunately some rounds didn't open our direction. For example, our op got picked right here outside. Now that was very isolated. The rest of us are ramp or tucked in A site. And so following up on this Molotov, you can see almost as soon as Chase gets picked outside, I'm going for the follow-up frag here at A. So this is just a delay, this is like a timing thing. Usually people try to move around when their teammates are making moves. So when he went for the op play outside, I expected someone to be making a play with inner as well at the same time. I went and picked up the op outside when Chase had it, and then Dana gets this push ramp, and she actually gets 2 frags. So the timing works out. We're kind of going from controlling A site to controlling the exteriors, and then coming back into controlling lobby. On the next round here, we stop the A rush, we see nothing outside, so we have this nice crossfire, we trade it down 4-1, and at the end of the round it's just this one guy left. So Martin gets a little aggressive outside here. He's quiet about it, but still gets the 2v1. Chase gets the follow-up door almost immediately, like we talked about previously. And here, they push into Dana. They take the 4v1. She gets 1. I get the follow-up as he jumps down ramp, and I rotate off, knowing that we have man advantage. Meanwhile, Jake has tucked himself back site. He went down vent as soon as they went down ramp. And so what they do, but guy with the bomb doesn't even hear him, actually. The other guy gets him when he swings out, and so Chase gets the trade on that guy up at rafters. And here, we know that this guy is pinned in the bomb corner, and we just wait. Chase is really patient for me to come up, and we get the trade frag. So this round, they start with some early outside aggression. You can see they're kind of pushed up mini and red as well on the mini map. They also have 2 in T lobby. And so what happens is I get the off pick right away, and they trade on ChaseyB outside, and then they also get me. So it's now a 3v4 situation, and they have full control of A site. You can see 3 terrorists in either mini or A site here, and so the 3 remaining work together to pick off the 1 external from the site, and then they work their way in. Martin gets the 2k, and we just clean up from there. The next round, they try to push in A early. They get that lurk smoke. Jake gets the kill. And then in this post-plant situation, they went down vent early, got the post-plant. We get the 2 off trade kills, and then Martin flies through control here, getting this guy with his back turned. And from there, it's a 3v1 situation. The last guy is single door. They all just need to hold it while he defuses. Unfortunately, they do. So each team throws some standard default control util outside. Martin tries to work his way up again, getting 2v1'd. Chase does get the initial trade pick, and then I find one that worked his way out A site. Chase gets the second trade pick outside, which gives us man advantage, and from here, we have more outside control than we do A site control, so we give it up, give sight to them, let them plant, a false sense of confidence. So on this round, we're doubling ramp here, and we're doubling outside as well. We're trying to take the externals. Now I get the first pick ramp. Dana follows up with a Molotov to stop any further rushes, and then a kill of her own. Meanwhile, Chase and Martin each go 1 for 1 outside. They each find their own respective kill. At this point, we're telling Eagle to get on the fucking team kill chain, you know? Can't have one without a kill. And so what we do is we tell him to go get the teammates, and he does. Contract's been fulfilled. On the next round, we get the early Molotovs Hut and Squeaky. We don't really expect an outside play at this point. They've been leaning heavily towards A, but we do hear the flashes. Eagle can see the bomb there. He goes for Squeaky control. He does get the initial kill, which gives him bomb and a lot of control in their heads. Chase gets the follow-up, even though the ramp push gets killed. And from here, we're lobby crunching onto bomb as concisely as we can. We want to make sure there's no gaps in this, so I've got Martin behind me. Even if I miss, he's got the trade frag. Jake is ready in Squeaky to trade out as well. He's looking for the other guy, And so what this guy does is he comes down top ladder. I wanted to clear Squeaky for Jake, make sure it was clear for him, and then this guy's just full blind by his own flash. From here, 3v1, last guy's outside, gets the first pick. Martin and him play door tag, and it's pretty clean. So here again, we have the op dropping down secret right away, and what he did is he used his Molotov ramp, and that allowed Dana some spacing. Eagle can take his fight on the other side of the map, get advantage, and then I fall apart as well, so it's into a 4v4. Dana follows up ramp, gets 2 of her own, and as you can see on this corner I'm about to point to, we just got the blinking bomb. And so now we control the objective. They have to come to us, or rather the bomb, that we now control to get to site. So we figure we're going to set up a choke point, everyone gets 1 entrance, there's 3 of us, 3 entrances. And so from here we just play crossfires to the point that they don't even want to come in, and we get the pick. From here we go into T side, pistol round, and we're going to show these guys what they've never done in their life. So what we do is we have a Molotov top hut, and we fight front silo first, and then wrap back silo to fight Heaven. I get a blind kill Heaven, Martin finds the one lurking, and then we all fight Mini together for the last 2 picks. And within under 30 seconds, we did what the other team wasn't able to do. Get around on T-side nuke.